What is up, future millionaires? Welcome back to my channel. You already know who it is. In today's video, we are going to be going over developing your millionaire mindset. And something I want to really challenge you guys with is I want you to think about, are you afraid of change? Are you afraid of change? I really want you to think about this, because in order for you to elevate your financial situation, become a millionaire, if that is your goal, you are going to have to embrace change. I want y'all to comment change down below. Comment change down below, okay? And we're going to talk about some ways that you can embrace change and what areas you might need to change in your life. Because one thing I can tell you, having gone from being on EBT, doing DoorDash with my kids in the back, living at home with my mom with 4 kids after my divorce, to now having a 7-figure business, you have to become a millionaire in your mind before you become a millionaire in your bank account. You have to do a lot of things to change. You have to change who you are and change what you do to support the type of life that you want to have, the type of income that you want to have. So grab a notebook, grab a pen, and let's get into these gems.
Ellie talks money to create the better days. Business, money, life, the Ellie way.
All right, y'all, welcome back into the video. So let's get right into it and let's talk about, how to develop your millionaire mindset. The first thing that I want to tell you guys is to get this book. It is called As a Man Thinketh. I'm going to link it down below. It is by James Allen. I talked about this in my More Money Monday from, I think it was last week or a couple weeks ago. I recently read this book on the plane coming home from Senegal for the first time, and y'all, exactly, yes. It, and here's the thing. I know some of you are thinking, oh, everyone says it's a mindset thing, but I'm telling y'all, listen to me. I was on EBT 3 years ago. It is a mindset thing. The first place that you have to change in order to see a change in your life is your mind. How are you thinking about your life? How are you thinking about your potential? How do you see yourself? Do you believe that you can do it? Do you believe that you deserve it? Do you believe that you can become that millionaire, if that's your goal? Do you believe that you can support your family? Do you believe that you can have more than enough money to take care of everything? Do you believe it? Do you believe it? Because it has to exist here first, which then is going to affect your work ethic, your determination, your discipline. And then that is going to then affect the results that you achieve. So in the book, there is a quote that it says, "Speak what you seek until you see what you say." Repeat that. Speak what you seek until you see what you say. All the time. You have heard so many people say, your words have power. God has told us that our words have power. Your thoughts have power. Speak what you seek until you see what you say. So the first key element in shifting your millionaire mindset is do not allow yourself to engage in thoughts or speak words that are opposite of what you actually want to see in your life. You have to train your mind to think about what you want. Don't think about the things that you're afraid of. Don't think about negative results, because you know what will happen if we think more about what could go wrong? That's what ends up happening. Trust me. I've done it before. Self-sabotage is very real. We have to think about actually what we want to see happen, and what ends up happening on a very real level and, cellular level and in our subconscious mind is when we think about and we feel what it would feel like, what that joy would feel like to have exactly what we're envisioning, then your subconscious mind, your brain, and all the things you do end up shifting to help make that vision that you have felt so clearly a reality. If you're watching this, you're probably the first entrepreneur in your family. And we know that as the first ones to come up with a business or decide to pursue business, even if you still have a 9 to 5, it can feel like, how do I make sure that if something happens to me, my family's taken care of? You're the first one who's gone out and made it happen. You might be the breadwinner of your family. You might also be a parent, a homeowner. And I want to make sure that you know that one of the best next steps you can take in this journey of building your business is getting life insurance. It is so important. Me, I'm a mother of 4 children, okay? I started my business back in 2020 during the pandemic with my stimulus check. And one of the very first things that I did as soon as I saw my business started to have success was get life insurance. Traditionally, people wait to get life insurance because they think that it's too expensive. They think it's confusing. They think that they're going to have to take a whole bunch of blood tests. But what I love about Ethos, this great company that helps you get life insurance, is that because there are no, health exams and there's just a few questions to answer, you're really able to turn what could be a weeks and months long process into literally getting a quote in minutes and possibly even getting coverage the same day. And that is just not something you can afford to miss out on. The longer we wait for life insurance, the higher the price goes up. So let me show you guys right now exactly how easy it is to get covered, okay? All right, so as you guys can see, I am entering in a little bit of information. You're gonna put in your zip code, answer just a few simple health questions, and then you're literally able to customize this quote based on your needs. So how much would you like to spend a month? How much coverage is necessary for you to make sure that your family is protected? If you have a home, to make sure that is covered. Really just ensuring that you can give yourself peace of mind by securing life insurance. So once you go ahead and enter that information, you are going to then answer just a few questions that literally can help you get covered in a few minutes, okay? This is not something I want you to wait out on. I want you guys to be set up for success in all ways of your life, and having life insurance is definitely one of them. So if you're ready to get covered and you want to get a quote right now with Ethos, then click down below. It'll take you straight to the quote page so that you can see how easy it is to get covered today. We're going to talk about this more. That's the first thing. Speak what you seek until you see what you say. I want you to commit to that. The next thing is I want you to make a list, okay? I want you to make a list. And on one side of the paper, I want you to write down all the things that you want to have. Okay, so whether, is it a car? Is it a house? Is it a body? Is it a look? Is it a certain amount of money? Like, what is it? I want you to write this down because this is your life plan. This is your life design. Now, on the other side of the sheet, I want you to write down what are the things that you need to do to have them. What will this on this side require, right? So we know that maybe a certain body is going to require exercise or money, right? We know that a certain thriving business is going to require a certain level of work and discipline. We know that a certain investment account balance or certain property is going to require a certain credit score or a certain amount of money saved, etc., right? I need you to make that side-by-side list because there are things you're going to have to change about yourself right now to align with this side of the list. Because we want the things on our life design side of the list, but in order to have that, there are certain requirements we must meet. So we have to change our current state to match this side of the list to get closer to the things we have on the life design plan of the list. And this is why I say, are you afraid of change? So many of us are very comfortable in where we are right now, and change is hard. When you're used to just coming home, chilling, going straight to your phone, watching TV, it's hard to change and say, no TV, no TikTok, at least not to scroll. When I get home, I'm going to work on my business for 3 hours. When I get home, I'm going to exercise. Instead of going to spend, I'm going to save and build it, put that money towards building my personal credit. That's hard. Why? Because we're already conditioned to do what we want to do. You might not think you're afraid of change, but your actions by not changing are showing that you are more in love with being comfortable than you are with making change. And you're going to have to change certain elements of yourself to match along with the requirements on the list that you have to do in order to get the life design that you dream of. So I want us to begin there, okay? I'm going to make sure I link down below As a Man Thinketh. I'm also going to make sure I link down below my, millionaire mindset workbook that I created for you guys, because I want you to really adapt this. As much as I'm going to coach you on getting funding for your business, I'm going to coach you on scaling your business. I'm going to coach you on all the things you need to do to really get to that first milestone in your new business. I'm also going to make sure that you develop and maintain the mindset required to have a successful business, to have a successful life. And if 6 figures is your goal, if $1 million is your goal, if $1 billion is your goal, you've got to make sure you have the mindset to ensure we can get there. We can get there together. Because there are days too where my mindset is in shambles, right? There are days I have to pull myself out of negative thinking and remind myself that I can do this. Remind myself that I'm meant and destined for success. Remind myself that I'm great at what I do in order for me to continue down that path. So let's make sure that you start implementing this work, and let's continue to build on this. I want you guys to comment down below, what other mindset questions do you have? What do you need support with? And I'll make sure I make it another video or a live. I will see you guys in the next one.